Next tonight to an incredible young lady who's preparing for a huge day out in London, which will hopefully include getting up close and personal with Prince Harry and Meghan.
Yes, 16-year-old Evie Toombes has won a prestigious Wellchild award for the inspirational way that she leads her life. She has spina bifida and other serious health issues, but crams so much into every day.
She certainly does. Well, I spoke to her a little earlier from her home in Skegness and started by asking how excited she was to go to the awards which Prince Harry is patron of next month.
I am so excited. It was such a shock when I first found out, so it's kind of slowly sinking in.
The ceremony is going to be fantastic. You might get to meet Prince Harry and Meghan, who knows. But it's a real achievement on your part to be actually going and taking part.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, to even be a finalist is amazing. But to also be hopefully healthy enough to go will be a real achievement, yeah.
Just give everybody at home a real kind of perspective on what day-to-day life is really like for you.
I have my spina bifida, so of course my legs don't work very well. I struggle to walk a lot of the time and I often fall over. Along with that, I have my bladder and bowel issues, so I'm catheterised and I have a lot of tubes and a lot of treatments for my bowel. And then I also have my feeding, which I really struggle with sometimes, and I've lost a lot of weight. So we have a lot of treatments all in one day that have to take place before anything else takes place as a priority.
We've got some pictures of you mentoring children, going into schools and telling them all about your conditions, and really that does make such a difference to them as well.
I really do hope it does. I mean, I've been doing it for just over 2 years and I love doing it so much. I really enjoy going and speaking to children and seeing their faces kind of light up as I speak about it, and also meeting other children that I've actually been able to help who've been affected by it and that are a bit similar to me.
And we've just seen you explaining the backpack that you obviously have to have with you all the time. What difference does it make to your life?
I've already lost so much weight with my stomach not working very well, but with my feeding I'm able to slowly gain weight and slowly gain my strength back and hopefully get a lot healthier. So although it's not plain sailing all of the time, it makes such a huge difference and has such a big impact. So I'm seen with it pretty much all the time. I sleep with it, I do everything with it other than ride the horses with it.
Of course, you just said you ride the horses as well. I mean, that's a heck of a thing to take on.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing it since I was around 5 years old, and my mum's been riding since she was very young, so I was born into it. I was very lucky, but it's become such a passion of mine that even when I'm poorly, I want to do it. And I think it's given me that drive that every time I'm in hospital to kind of carry on and pick myself up and get out there and do it.
I know your motto is find a way, not an excuse.
Yeah, the amount of times I've said it, even when I was younger, and it became such a great thing that Mum used to say to me, whether I was riding or in hospital or at school, and it's something I really want to share with as many people as possible, yeah.
What's next for you, Evie? What would be your next goal that you have in life? I mean, you've achieved so much so far. What would your next goal be?
We're publishing a book that I take into children's schools and the story that I tell when I go into primary schools, and we're publishing that, which is absolutely incredible. It's based on a puppy that has kind of hidden disabilities, and it educates younger children about it because they feel sympathy for a puppy, and then we link it back to the fact that people have disabilities too. So I'm really excited to get that out there and get that in as many schools as possible and get that well known, and hopefully progress on to maybe doing a second book.
Well, Evie, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Have a wonderful time at the awards, and thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
What a remarkable young woman.
Lovely young lady, and we wish her all the best and have a great day out on the 4th of September.
Absolutely.